Vice President Harris supports a future for this country where these freedoms and many others will be protected and upheld. And here to tell you much more about that, President Barack Obama.
You know, I have done a lot of rallies, so I don't usually get nervous. But I was feeling some kind of way following Eminem. Now I notice my palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Vomit on my sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. I'm nervous, but on the surface I look calm and ready.
Man, oh man, ain't this some ish right here, man. Eminem, I was like, when I seen them queuing this clip up, I said, wait a second, what's going on here? Who's Eminem endorsing in the D, right? And you hear him talking about Kamala Harris, and who does he bring out? None other than Barack Obama. Y'all remember that, man? Leading up to that year when Obama won the election. Guys, remember that joint? Nas and Jeezy, my president is black, my Lambo's blue, and I be goddamn if my rims ain't too. How's it go? My money light green and my Jordans light gray. I forget how it went, but that joint was hard. Nas said something out there talking about like Hulk Hogan's arm, some ish, man. It was a banger, but you know what was so wild was that track dropped before Obama won the election. It was like they knew what time it was. They knew that it was happening. Nas and Jeezy had a leg up on everyone. They recorded that and dropped it, and it hit rotation. Maybe I'm bugging, maybe I'm tripping, but I think if you go back and look at the dates, My President is Black came out well before Obama won the election. Comment, y'all, if you remember that, your thoughts about that. But transitioning back to where we're talking about now, man, we got Obama spitting some Eminem bars. That was something else, man. Like the ovation when Eminem announced President Barack Obama, man. The crowd got turned up, man. Like I said, whenever I get into this political stuff, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, hit the buttons, drop a comment. But as always, I gotta put it out there, you know what I mean? Because this channel hurting like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? We don't know who's gonna tap in, tap out, who's watching or whatever. But if you're new, what I always gotta let it be known when it comes to this political stuff and just things in general, I just try to cover it from a news standpoint. And when it specifically though, you know, like I'll always put my take out there. I'll always let y'all know if I feel very knowledgeable about what I'm saying or not or whatever. But specifically when we're talking politics on this platform, time in and time out, I'm telling y'all, I don't watch this from a standpoint from one side or the other. I do not have a dog in this fight. We're just watching all the political ish play out. Typically it's drama, you know what I mean? Them Trump clips and he made a huge splash the other day with Antonio Brown, right? The Tampon Tim Walz diss was something else. Like I was saying when that one hit, man, like that was next level. That was next level for Trump, I thought. Like AB getting up there, the star power that he brought, him collabing with Trump, the vibe that it brought. The Tampon Tim Walz diss, even if AB didn't come up with that name himself, he delivered that punchline and blow as if he did. That was major. That was a big W for Trump. So again, I'm just sitting back watching this all play out and asking for y'all to give me your guys' thoughts in the comments about it. But from that same aspect, watching this was a pretty big moment, and I think this was pretty big for the Democratic Party, Kamala Harris, right? Like this, you know what I mean? Because we can't sit here and act like a lot of individuals that vote like are not tapped in on different issues and things that they stand on as far as voting. Like, let's keep it 100, man. There's a lot of people that just vote based off general vibes or what they see or hear or whatever, you know what I mean? And like, you know, social media, social network, as I always point out, is a massive tool when it comes to the political ish and everything else, advertising, big business, like social media, social network is everything. And from that aspect, this was a big W. This was a big moment. And I gotta say, like, even if you're like want Kamala Harris to lose the election, can anyone like comment, right? Can anyone out there say that they're like on Team Trump? They want to see Trump win, but they thought that this was a pretty epic moment, a pretty big moment, pretty lit to see Eminem introducing Barack Obama, the ovation that the crowd gave, and then Obama coming out talking about, man, I've been at a lot of rallies. I've gave a lot of speeches. I typically don't like get nervous, but following Eminem just hits different. You know what I mean? And then he leads into those epic lines from the 8 Mile track, Lose Yourself, you know, the lead off single from the 8 Mile soundtrack, which side conversation, all my hip hop heads out there, or just fans of music in general, you want to listen to a great soundtrack. I was just talking about that recently in another video, man. Like, I miss the days of soundtracks being a big thing, man. Like, the 8 Mile soundtrack is serious from beginning to end. Banger after banger. You have that song, Lose Yourself. You got a fire track on there with Eminem, Obi Trice, and 50 Cent. Not that We All Die One Day joint with Lloyd Banks. Love Me is called. Go listen to that right now. I urge anyone, you want to listen to a good album, even if you're not a hip hop head like that, like go listen to the 8 Mile soundtrack and come back and comment if you do, and let me know if you agree that there's banger after banger on there and it's just fire album. The first time we ever saw a Nas and Eminem collab is on there. Nope, they didn't collab on the same track, which we didn't see till a year or two ago on EPMD 2 off Nas project. Eminem produced a beat for a Nas song on the 8 Mile soundtrack. You got Jeezy and Freeway, 8 Miles and Running, which Eminem did the beat for as well, where he said, yo, M, the beat is sick. You know what I mean? Like, banger after banger on there. So please go tap into that and comment as well if you miss the days of soundtracks really being something. The Above the Rim soundtrack is another one. Comment. Hell, guys, not a hip-hop movie, but a soundtrack that I'm not going to say was a banger like that, but was popular as fuck. Remember the Titanic soundtrack, Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On. How long was that #1, man? And like on the charts and on all the countdowns back then. This is the pre-blogosphere era. Remember Leonardo DiCaprio fading away into the ocean? What was that, the middle of the northern Atlantic, iceberg dead ahead, man. I'm sorry, I'm just getting a bit nostalgic, y'all. My life is wild like that right now. For those that tap in regularly, you guys know I tell y'all, apologies, y'all, I had a cough. I tell y'all I'm at this midlife crisis stage in my life, man. The last few years have been wild as fuck, man, and got so many other crazy things going back on, among the fact that it just hit a decade since I moved away from my hometown, man. October 14th, that just passed. What was that, like a week ago or so, a little over a week? That was 10 years since I left my hometown, and I think I'm going back, man. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm rambling on, stumbling, mumbling, and done bunch of dumb ish like your drunk uncle does. I ain't high. I'm high on life. No, I'm just playing. I was gonna lead into an Eminem bar there. Eminem said that once. When you see me on your block stumbling, mumbling a bunch of dumb ish like your drunk uncle does, I ain't buzz. I'm just high on life. So why the fuck would I need drugs when I fly on kites, Slim Shady? Sorry, y'all. I'm all over the place on this one. But that's how Jay Coffee Talk does it, man. I just talk it up. I talk my talk, and I love talking with y'all in the comments. So everyone comment and let me know if you think that that was an epic moment. And even if you are not pulling for Kamala Harris to win the election, if you were like, yo, that was pretty big for them, you know, pretty big moment, star power. And then Eminem, you know, to bring Obama on, and Obama hit them bars like that was next level to me. I'm just saying, man. Just like I was saying the other day, AB dropping the tampon Tim Walz dish with Trump, like that was gangster, man. But that's it. That's all I got on this one. I thank y'all so much for tuning in. Let's talk in the comments about everything we talked on this one. From Eminem, Slim Shady. Go listen to that 8 Mile soundtrack if you haven't, and come back. Let me know what y'all thought in the comments. And subscribe if you're new. We talk music, news, sports, and much more over here. It's all about tapping in with y'all. We're going to get back to the lives where you can call in. But yeah, this was a big moment. Thank you for tuning in. Much love. It's Coffee signing out, y'all. Peace and God bless.